Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review and a demo of the ColourPop No Filter Concealers. ColourPop, first of all, let's talk about... Okay, so ColourPop came out with 15 concealers. They came out with 15 shades, 5 shades for light, 5 shades for medium, and 5 shades for dark. So I'm dark. And on the website and on their swatches and on their promo photos on Instagram, when you first look at all the concealers lined up, it just looks like you're going from light, 10 lights, and then 5 darks. That's how I saw it. And then they broke it down like, no, we have 5 for light, 5 for medium, and 5 for dark. And in their defense, I've seen African American women, women of color, that have used the medium ones as their concealer, like people who are lighter than me, and it worked well. However, when I ordered my package, before I placed my order, I looked on the website at their 5 darks. So I got the 3 lightest because I'm already dark, so I didn't need the lighter one at the top. I think that was 55, and then the deeper one is 75. So I got, instead of getting 55 and 75, which was the darkest, and 55 being the lightest, I got 60, 65, and 70. So this is 70, 65, and 60. So when you put them together, they almost look the same. So today in this tutorial, I'm using 65 because 60 was way too light for me. And on the swatches on the gram, this color was actually kind of misleading a little bit. It looked actually darker, but maybe because it dries matte, so that's why. But however, these were the shades that I chose to highlight with. So I'm going to be doing a makeup look, this makeup look inspired by this makeup artist, Jolissa on Instagram. She did this look on Black China and I absolutely loved it. So I wanted to recreate it and see if I could execute. Anyways, in this video I'm going to be doing a tutorial, this look right here, and I'm going to be using majority ColourPop stuff. I'm going to be speeding through the video so it doesn't take too much time, and then my review and my thoughts will be at the end of the video. So if you want to see how I got this look and what these foundations are like, stay tuned. You guys, so the first step is my eyebrows. I'm going to be using the ColourPop, what is this called? Brow pencil in black and brown. I think this is my shade. I don't use this often. I just use my 99-cent Jordana eyebrow pencil from Walgreens. So I'm gonna speed through this so the video doesn't get so long. Brush is actually pretty nice, but I'm just not used to using it for my eyebrows, so this would be better for like a wing liner with a gel thing. So this is actually pretty decent. I think it was $5. So I'm gonna move on to priming my face. I'm gonna be using the Boscia No Pore No Shine T-Zone, not plural. ColourPop. It was all a dream. This is an empty palette that I put together on my own. The eyeshadows at the bottom are all from ColourPop and the top aren't. So I'm going to be going in this orange shade from ColourPop. It is called Oh Ship. Alrighty, right here so you guys can see. I've never done this look before, so this is trial and error. Hopefully I get it right. So I'm going to speed through this. Stop here with the eyeshadow for now. I'm gonna go ahead and try the concealers. I have it in shade 70, 60, and 65. Is 65. They all look the same. This is deep golden 60, and this is the deep 70. So this is putting them all together. And I think I might go with the one at the top, which is 65 as my highlight shade. But let's see what 60 looks like on the back of my hand. This is 60. Ooh, it's so creamy. 60 is like a tan color. And the doe foot applicator is really flexible as well. You can see it's really flexible. So that's 60. 60 is kind of like on the light side, and I don't like my highlight too high yellow. So this is 70. Oh, nice. So this is 70. And let's try 65 on. Honestly, I feel like I would prefer 70 under my eyes, but today I'm going to be concealing first just so I can see for myself. And if you guys want to see how much coverage you get without putting on your foundation first, so I'm going to put my highlight first, then put my foundation on afterwards and see if I'm going to need to apply more. So this is Rich Tan 65. So it goes on very smoothly, and this has like an orange base under it, like an orangey golden. But you guys, it goes on really nice. I ain't never gonna lie. This applicator is life, okay? And I'm just using everything that I dipped on there. I'm not re-dipping. So right now I'm just gonna, this is too much because I'm just dragging it down. I'm just gonna blend away with my beauty blender. And then let's see. So as I'm blending it away, it's kind of giving me like an orange tint, which I'm not used to. If you're wondering, the current concealer that I'm using right now is the Tarte Maracuja thing in Rich. I'll show you guys in a second. But this kind of like dries quickly, you know, so you gotta move quick. So just as concealer only, you can see the difference between the areas of my face where it has nothing and the concealer side. I don't know. I guess it doesn't look too bad. But again, this is 65. I wish I used 70. But let's see if we can make this work. When I'm looking at myself in my mirror, I'm seeing like an orangey peachy undertone. And I'm used to wearing these kind of concealers. The Tarte one that I wear looks like this. So I'm not a light concealer person, but this is not bad. It's actually blendable. So I'm gonna zoom in and see if there's any creasing. Well, there's kind of creasing under my eye, which is normal for my concealers. I crease right away under my eyes. So I'm just gonna apply my foundation right now, and then I'm gonna set this concealer, and then we'll see how everything works out. This foundation is my favorite, Makeup Forever in 178 Y535Y. So I went ahead and put some right here and on the back of my hand. So I'm just gonna blend that in. So I feel very orangey right now, but everything blends with my neck, even though I didn't drag it in there. So I'm going to be taking my Laura Mercier just to set under my eyes. These ColourPop concealers are like matte, so you would have to set it right away. That is kind of too much, but what are we gonna do? So I'm just gonna set where I put the concealer earlier. I'm just trying this technique, this reverse concealer foundation. Normally I wear my foundation first, then I conceal. But I just wanted to see how much coverage I would get on my bare skin without foundation at all. And overall that coverage was decent. It was actually nice. In the future I would probably use my 70 shade from ColourPop to conceal. But just from looking at my mirror, it is blending well with the bottom side of where I apply my foundation. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish my makeup and speed through it, and I'll be back for a detailed review and what I think. So this is the finished look, and I'm very impressed with how everything turned out. This is my first time trying this eyeshadow look, and the ColourPop eyeshadows actually came through the crease color that I used. It looked really light at first, and I was like, is this the right thing, Joelle? So overall, I would say that the concealers worked out very well. I still have my regular lines under my eyes when I conceal, and that is normal. It happens with all the concealers that I use. I always have those lines, but it's not like creasing lines or anything. It's just the regular folds under my eyes, as you can see right here and here, but there's no creasing. It didn't crease while I was applying it. Like I said, when I was applying it, it's kind of like matte, so you have to work quick. Next time, if I were to try it, I would do one eye first and then do the other. In this video, I put, well, I mean, that's what I normally do anyways with my other concealers. You know, like you put the concealer on and then you blend it. But this reminds me of the MAC Pro Longwear concealers that they kind of dry matte. So you have to like move quick. I would recommend like just working on one eye first, like applying it under this eye and then moving over to the next eye to blend it out. Because when it sits on your skin very long, it tends to dry and it doesn't move. So I don't know if they described it as matte, but it's kind of like matte. It sits well under powder. When I used my Laura Mercier, there was no patches. I've had concealers where you apply the concealer and then you put the powder and it's kind of like grainy. You can tell that something is going on underneath your eyes, but I didn't get that kickback or whatever under here, besides when I use my mascara and ruined my makeup right here. So overall, when you set it with powder, works well. One thing I wanted to do was to try without priming one side of my eye, and honestly, to be honest with you guys, I rarely prime 85% of the time. I only prime when I remember. So today I remembered because I was doing like a full face tutorial or whatever. But with the primer, it worked well. I didn't see any issues with the primer. Some concealers may or may not work well with primer. This one actually worked well with primer. So overall, I would say that this is buildable. I feel like if I had added a little bit more right here and here after I added my foundation, I would get that full coverage effect. But I'm still okay with this way that I did it. I actually forgot to add it after I added my foundation. So it's actually full coverage. So depending on how much coverage you want, you can build it up. And with building it up, you have to remember that it dries matte, so you need to work quick. So if I could do this makeup tutorial over, after adding my foundation, I would go ahead and add that 70 shade that I said I liked. Just a little touch right here to like cover this darkness right here that I'm seeing. I'm not sure if you guys can see the dark that I'm talking about. Maybe it's just in my head, but I can see it like right here. I would have touched it up a little bit, but even without touching it up with a second layer of concealer, honestly, truly, this is okay. The only thing that I would have to say is what I've said before, the color range. I thought from the website I picked the darkest shades for dark skin, but then it all came and they almost all look the same. You know what I mean? Like, they all look the same. So it was like, to me, there wasn't that much variety in the selection for dark skin, which is something that we have to constantly deal with and with these brands, because the lack of inclusiveness is just overwhelming at times. But like I said before, the concealers, they came out with 15 shades, 5 for light, 5 for medium, and 5 for dark. However, when you lay them all together, all you see is light and then dark. So in my mind, from the pictures and their promo photos or whatever, all I saw was light and then dark. I didn't see it as light, medium, and dark. And again, like I said, when you put it together, they're all very similar. These shades are the 3 out of the 5 that they have for dark skin. I didn't get the 75 shade. Some videos that I watched, some people were able to use, some women of color were able to use the concealers as foundation. These 3 would not work for me as foundation, honey. Maybe the 75 shade that I didn't get. I didn't get the 75 shade because I'm not a cream contour person. I use powder contour. So I didn't see the need to get it. And I don't use concealer as my foundation. So I wasn't going to start that today. So I hope that this video has been very helpful. The brushes were lit. I'm not a brush person, so I typically use what I have. My brushes are from BH Cosmetics, ELF, and AliExpress, like y'all know. So this was a great addition to my collection. The blending brushes worked very well. Like I said, the angled brush, I would rather use it as a wing, to do a wing liner, than to do my eyebrows. I'm just gonna stick to what I know and what I use right now for my eyebrows, which is the ELF Cosmetics $3 angled brush. That works really well for my eyebrows. This angled brush from ColourPop is actually precise. It's like for precision. So that would work well with a wing, or if you're doing some kind of art on your face or whatever. So overall, for the price, $6, I am mad at it. I am not mad at it, honey. But hopefully in the future they come out with more selection. Like I said, and I'm gonna say it again, when I saw these on the website, they didn't look the same. But now that they're here, they all look the same. So it's like, wait, what? But the 65 shade that I wore worked. Overall, on Snapchat, if I use any other shade, I will let you guys know. But that is it for the video. Thumbs up if you like this look. I took a chance on this look. I saw it on Instagram. I was like, let me just try for this tutorial, and I really like how it came out. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you tried these concealers and what you think about them and what shades that you got and if it works for you. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. Y'all, this video is not over. Y'all gonna be so mad at me. I am mad at myself because I just thought about it. Excuse me. I bought a powder press face powder from these people, and I forgot to review the damn powder. Oh, I am so pissed. This is the pressed powder face, which I think is a typo. It should be pressed face powder, but whatever. So it is the pressed powder face, and this is in bits and pieces. I bought it to contour with, and I forgot to use it because it was buried underneath my makeup over here. So the purpose of this was just to see how it would look to contour, and I think this was $7. I bought it just for the pan. So what I'm gonna do is, even though I've already contoured, I'm just gonna go over it a little bit, or just swatch it, and just you guys can see. So this is what the shade looks like. When you're looking at it, it kind of has like a shimmery, bronzy looking on it. So let's see. Feels really, really smooth, and that is what it's coming off as. So let's see if you can see it on my skin tone. Not necessarily, so let's see. I'm gonna use my contour brush. Even though I already contoured, we just want to see if it's gonna pick anything up. You can see it, but I already have contour on, so I'm so mad at myself, y'all. But you can kind of see it. So that is that. I am so sorry. I completely forgot to use this in my tutorial, but I will give you guys deets and updates on Snapchat as to how this wears. But you can see it on my skin. Let me see if I can contour right here so you can see. It's coming up as a red undertone right here on my neck. So yeah, it's not the same as when I used my MAC Film Noir up here. So you can kind of see it's giving up like a red vibe, like almost orange right here. So it probably would not work for me now that I look at it. I'm so glad I tried it on a different portion of my skin. So let's do this one more time right here. So it's kind of giving you like a pinky orangey vibe right there. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. So I'm probably gonna have to give it to my best friend. She's lighter than me, and this will probably be a good contour color for her. And BT Dubs, this was the darkest shade of contour that they had on their website. So it can be good for someone else who's lighter, or you can use it as a crease color or whatever. But I just wanted to try this out because it looked really pretty online. But as you can see, it's giving me this red vibes, orange vibes, and it's not as deep as my MAC Film Noir powder up here, which I love. And you can see that I actually contoured. So that is that. Sorry, I forgot to include this in the video. I forgot. It was buried under this rubble over here. It happens. So that is that. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time.